Hey there, welcome to Product Marketing Genius. I'm your host, Nitin Kartik. As the author of the bestseller Product Marketing Wisdom and top 100 most influential product marketer who's been featured on BBC TV and in Times Square, I know that leaders are always lifelong learners. And that is why on this show, we learn from some of the best leaders out there. And today, my friends, our product marketing genius is Natalie Marcotullio, who is head of product marketing at Navattic. So Natalie, welcome. Please tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. For my journey, I kind of like everyone, didn't just go straight into product marketing. I'm actually a two-time solo marketer. So our first founding marketer at a startup. So very used to just kind of being a jack of all trades, having to do a little bit of everything. And it was honestly doing some product marketing before I even realized I was, like thinking about positioning, obviously customer adoption, expansion. But because I was just kind of doing everything, I never fully did it. And then about 3 years into Navattic, we really realized we're at the point of our maturity that we needed a product marketer. We were expanding our product line features. We had more customers. The space was getting more crowded. And we realized that where the gap in our marketing was product marketing. So I stepped into more of a product marketing role. I was sort of doing that part-time, but really went back, learned the foundation, set up a product marketing program, and doing that for about a year and a half.
Wow, absolutely fabulous. I love that story. So thank you. Now, Natalie, we're going to go and play a game of Would You Rather. So I'm going to ask you 5 Would You Rather questions, and we're going to get 1-minute answers. You ready for that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, here we go. So let's get these questions ready. All right. So here we go. First question. Natalie, would you rather support one great salesperson or train an entire average sales team, and why?
So it's hard because my startup background, I've worked with a lot of single great salespeople, but I do think I'd rather work with the group. Just being, you get more insights from multiple people. Like, yes, you also have to train them and work alongside them. But I always find as product marketing, like sales, they're the front end. They're the ones talking to prospects every day. I get so many golden nuggets from them. So even one great person, no matter how brilliant they are, it's only one person's perspective versus I love getting multiple people's perspective and kind of piecing that story together. So I think I'll have to go 2.
All right. And 1. So I like that. Excellent answer. Wonderful. Next question. Natalie, would you rather build better sales collateral or improve the product demo, and why?
Okay, this is an easy answer for me. I didn't say what Navattic does, but we're an interactive demo platform. So we help or software companies make better demos. So I'd probably have to go with improving the product demo. I just see the power a lot. Actually gave a talk today about, small best practices you can make to a product demo. How can you make it more custom, engaging, make sure it's keeping the visitors' attention? That can really make a big difference. So I got to go all in the product demo.
Product demo. I love that. Brilliant answer. Okay, next question. Natalie, would you rather reduce objections or create stronger urgency, and why?
That's a good one. I think I would rather reduce objections because I'm a big fan of how do we make the buying cycle as easy as possible? How do we make it simple for our champion? How do we make it like something delightful rather than full of friction? And I do think a lot of friction often comes from not just objections from the buyer, but from the entire buying committee. So if you can think of ways to make it easier on your champion to sell internally, it usually makes it smoother. And then they're also usually a happier customer because they've gotten that buy-in, they've had a good experience in the sales cycle. So yeah, I'll go with that one.
All right. Excellent answer. I love it. Thank you. Next question. Natalie, would you rather shorten the discovery phase or strengthen the closing phase, and why?
I'm going to actually go shorten the discovery phase, which is, I think a lot of people would say strengthen closing. But one, again, a little biased with interactive demos. We're very big on how do you show more of your product up front. And that usually means giving prospects a chance to self-discover. We've seen the power of when you put these on the website, when you send them, or when you're just more transparent with your product in general, that leads to better discovery because you don't have to do the high level, what do we do? And you can really dive into the detail. I also think better discovery generally means better closing. So I'm kind of cheating by choosing that one.
I like it. Hey, if it works, it works, so I love it. Beautiful. All right. So here we go. Final question. Natalie, would you rather improve the first sales conversation or the final negotiation, and why?
I'm kind of going to give the same answer, but I think the first conversation I really have just seen, and actually I have to give a lot of credit to my head of sales, who I work closely with. He's a big proponent of good discovery. And I think it's like kind of like friendships. Like when you get off on the good foot, when you really get to know someone at first, it makes every single conversation a little bit better versus trying to save it at the end or I don't know, better negotiation. I'd rather just have that trust and information up front. So I'm going to go again with the first conversation.
All right, first conversation. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So I love it. Excellent answer. Wonderful. So thank you, Natalie. Folks, there you have it. Please reach out to Natalie. And for even more insights, check out my book, Product Marketing Wisdom, at productmarketingwisdom.com. And see you next time on Product Marketing Genius.